Galera, a gente está aqui com o Michael Roberts. Michael Roberts é o editor de moda da Vanity Fair. Michael Roberts means Condé Nast, and Michael Roberts is a carioca. And so, yes, you are. Yes, you are. He's always everywhere in Rio, all the trend spots. He's everywhere, every restaurant, every club, everywhere you go, and Fasano, he's there. How do you feel like an honorary carioca?
I feel great, although I'm suffering this morning because of the Lenny party at the Fasano last night, which went on to the early hours, I must say. But no, I feel very good. I feel very glad to be here once again, looking at Rio fashion and seeing some of the great young designs that are coming out of here.
Yes, they are.
Really, really good. You know, I mean, I'm particularly impressed in the, you know, in the advance in the men's fashion here. Because 6 years ago, I was here with some European fashion, photographing a story for Interview magazine on the beach, and all the story was about pink. Yeah. And nearly every single male model I was using refused to wear because they said people can't wear pink in Brazil, in Rio. And now I see the whole thing is transformed, and the men in these shows are wearing flowers, they're wearing patterns, they're wearing peach and pink and coral, and so it's a big advance. You know.
It's a big advance, Michael, and I'm very proud because I know these boys, and I'm telling them every time, well, boy, you are growing up, and you have to show up. Michael is everywhere, and you kind of a godfather of Brazilian fashion. You are here every time, and so we are very pleased to have you here. It's really such a pleasure and honor, because I have all your books.
Ah, wow, that's good. keeping me in clothing, good. That's keeping me well able to afford things. But I'm very impressed by what you've done with these people, because I think, for a start, you know, it's a difficult world of men's fashion, particularly.
Yes, it is.
And to get men to accept to wear things that aren't boring has always been a struggle. And you know, and to manage to do that in such a short time, really, I think is incredible. You know, when I look at the breadth and the variety of stuff here for men, it's really truly remarkable. And you know, and these are, you know, it's the audience and the customer here, you know, men's clothes, it's pretty tough, but to get them to break with the past and come into the future and develop a sense of fun with fashion, you know. Fashion doesn't have to be serious and sad, you know. Fashion, especially in men's, can be fun, you know, and you can play with a look for yourself. You don't have to be stereotyped, you know, and I think it's great. You know, it's a very liberating to look at this stuff, I must say.
And for us, it's such amazing to have your endorsement, because you are the one who is everywhere. You are in Milano, you are in Paris, and so this point of view, it's very good. I'm going to tell the boys, and I'm kind of a very severe, how can I say, godfather. And what about, have you seen Ricky Groovy?
I saw Ricky Groovy with an incredible sort of a modern take on flower power almost. It was kind of great. And there's wonderful, like, sort of slightly nostalgic prints that he had of flowers. You know, this was great, and the colors. And this and Redley, you know, I mean, Redley was incredible too. I mean, a really beautiful palette, I thought, in that show, mixing maroon with yellow and this strange green, almost like slightly, almost Cuban, African almost kind of colors. They were really beautiful. And now this, you know, with its take on pop, really kind of like is great too. You know, it's like it's a mad skaterboard mix, but it's done with a very clever, discerning eye. I like it very much. Each piece is really cleverly worked out, I think.
You see Auslander?
Yes.
Auslander?
Absolutely. Auslander. I thought, I've just looked at that now, and I really find it very, very funky indeed. It's great. So all three are really, you know, talents.
And what about Redley?
I loved Redley. I loved the colors very much. I loved that very easy way that it was done, in terms of a guy who's backpacking around, you know, with these great colored backpacks. the most amazing shoes I saw so far in all of Brazil. Exaggerated, but without being stupid. I think it was great.
Michael, I'm very happy. I'm waiting for this time. I'm waiting for all of this about 27 years. I've been fashion editor of Globo. I've been kind of art director of G&T Fashion, the first series, and I'm always focusing on men's lines, and I'm very happy to see my babies growing up, and I'm very happy you are expressing this about my babies.
They certainly are growing up, and not only are they growing up, they're growing up well. So you've done a good job. You are a good nanny and a good godfather at the same time.
Thank you very much. Muito obrigado.
Muito obrigado to you too.